This super investor with an average background is a part of the data productions, media, data capital community. Paula Rose. When I had this, she was 69 years old, but she just turned 70 recently, this past week. So happy birthday to Paula. You're now 70 years old. You're still invested in crypto, and you're a very active member and part of my community. And I'm happy to have you, and I'm happy to share your story, because your story is not just individualistic. It's not just your story. It's your family's story, and it spans over 3 generations. It started with her parents, who had a modest life, both teachers, kids, but they understood the power of investing. And for Paula, she never made over $30,000 a year in her life, but she still has been able to do really well in the crypto markets, well in the stock market, benefit from the investments of her family, but also she'll be able to move forward in life and give her, assets and portfolio to her daughter when she eventually passes in a long time from now. She's in her longevity stage, but whenever that day comes, a long time from now, her daughter will be set up nicely, and I'm happy to be a part of that and in helping continue on the generational wealth that she's building for her family. And so I want to bring up and talk about her story a little bit. She explains in our Discord that you can join where that came. And so, yes, her parents, she's 70 now. So this is like in the 40s, 50s, right? And they're teachers. Her parents set up an IRA when she was in college age. But when her mom passed, there was about $25,000 in a beneficiary account. That was about 27 to 28 years ago. That was 25K and was unable to be cashed out in something that was unable to be cashed out. And so something was set up where she could take out a small amount yearly. And she's been taking about $1,500, $1,500 yearly. And today it still has $28,000 left. And so there's a couple of things I want to point out. The power of investing. 28 years ago, the account only had $25,000. And via life circumstances, again, life things come up. You need to pay bills. She had a daughter, so she had to pull out over $1,000 yearly to survive. But over that time, taking out that much money, she still has more money in the account than what it started with, after essentially disrupting the compound interest every year. So that's the power of investing. That's the power of the stock market. Even though she had to pull out money and it was hard to reinvest it due to life circumstances, she still has came out on top with more money that she can continue to pull out. That not only helped, her, support her daughter, support her life, but also it gave her time to understand how to invest. And that was from her parents. And now I think what is also very important to understand, and we all have different life circumstances, while she wasn't able to take the frugality route and protect that money, imagine what that money would be at right now if it was never touched. She essentially has pulled out over $30,000 of this account over 3 decades. And it still has been producing money for her. Imagine where that would be now. I'm sure that's in the hundreds of thousands, maybe a million, right? And so I would hope anybody that sees this, if you're able to protect your money in a way where you don't have to pull it out of the account like that, imagine where it would be at the end of your lifetime. So there is two sides to this equation. The benefit of being able to, live a life off investing stock market and live a life via what your parents have been able to do for you, even off little amount of money, just having the dream, the dollar and the idea of what to do. It spans generations. And if you're able to protect that money, it can compound and, explode even more. And, me and Paula, one of her things she wants to do this year, she wants to visit her daughter abroad. Her daughter's doing like a master's program for education, and she wants to travel abroad to spend some time with her. And so that's our goal this year. We're making the right type of investments so she can do that. And, I am fully confident that we'll be able to make that happen for her within the summertime. She's been an amazing, active member, a part of the community. We've made thousands of dollars together, and we're going to continue to do so. And we're just in our longevity phase now, and we're going to start compounding in the future. And so thank you, Paula, if you see this, for allowing me to share your story. You are a super investor with an average background, but your family, even off modest, income, are super investors with an average background. And if many families have take the stance and that your family has taken over 3 generations, imagine where they be. Because there's a lot of families out there that have made a lot more money, but have nothing to show for it, especially after, let alone 1 generation, 2, 3 generations. So this is something to keep in mind. And if you're young, hopefully you see this and, you have a vision for yourself. And if you're young and have a family, hopefully you can see what's possible if you have a target and a direction. So thank you. Super investors, average background.